But hey guys, I live. We're gonna try a new game. This is Europa. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I think I played the. I don't know why I was about to use the PlayStation 2 controller for it. That wouldn't help. That wouldn't control it. Um. So yes, we're gonna be playing a different one. So many war flashbacks. I'm sorry for the PTSD hurt. I'm sorry. Right. We do have audio on the game. So that's good. I'm gonna adjust that though. Oh no, I just is that music level okay for you guys? Is the sound alright or is it too loud? Can I continue with my... Because I'm pretty sure I played the demo for this, which is why I then bought it because I really enjoyed the demo. So does it allow me to continue from my demo save? Interesting. We're not going to do that though. The sound is sounding maybe a tad quiet, but that might just be you. Okay, well, I'll leave it as is then. Because I would rather the sound be a little bit too quiet than too loud. You know, we don't want to be killing ourselves with sound things. But yeah, I've made some changes to the graphics on the channel. Wait, I need to let me adjust my... Nope, nope, nope. Excellent. I was an idiot and the I've muted my mic. Yeah. Okay. Game audio, mic audio. We've got this. Yeah. I was just saying that I've updated stuff on my stream, like the vibes and stuff are a bit more me, you know. I've 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 done stuff. We've got better starting screens. I've updated my alerts and stuff like that as well. So basically, it's just more me. No more like random anime cat girl that I just picked because it was a free one on Stream Elements when I was starting. No more meows and stuff when I get people follow and all of that stuff. It's more in the vibe of Lilith Crows. And I decided to put my chat on screen as well. I think that looks okay. Annoyingly, that part of my screen is blocked by my mic, so I can't massively see what it looks like on the overlay because my mic arm is in the way. But hopefully it's all okay. Obviously, if things aren't working out, like, let me know because I did stuff, but you never know whether stuff's actually gonna work. You know what I mean? Personally, like, hey, I'm glad to hear it, Snow. I'm quite happy with what I've done. Like, it feels more me. Everyone is weird and does have their own preference, yes. Yeah, like, the one thing I'm unsure of is the color that I've chosen for the actual chat, like, writing on screen. But that's mainly just because I was there and I was like, I don't want it to be white because sometimes, like, when stuff, you get, like, really pale backgrounds and stuff, it's kind of hard to see on the chat. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If this color doesn't work, I'll swap the colors. It's easy, you know. You spent so much time messing with chat color, you feel... Yeah. It's... Honestly, I would say that's one of the hardest things about the overlay has been that. You can't read it right now, but that's gonna be a me thingy. To be honest, I think if you're actually watching the stream and stuff like that, that's more going to be covered by I'm assuming most people use the actual stream chat as opposed to the one that's on the streamer's screen. I'm assuming that's how it works. I know I normally ignore the one that's on the stream. That's more for like VODs and stuff, I guess, on the playback. No. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, as per usual, we're winging it. We're winging everything. That's how I do things. Ayy. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Europa instead of Jak 2 because, you know, the PS2 decided not happening today, and there was a limited amount of time that I could be bothered to mess around with that. So PS2 is not happening. We're going to be playing Europa, which, if I recall correctly, is like a, you know, it's like a little discovery thing. You're like a little kid with a jetpack or something like that. But it's gonna be a pretty chill game, so today is gonna be a bit more chill, hopefully. I could be wrong. I could be remembering that very incorrectly. As has previously been proven, I don't always remember what the game is. I sometimes get them confused with something else, which is how I ended up streaming Copycat, because I'm pretty sure I thought it was Stray. And that was most definitely not Stray. But we live, we learn, we try new games, so, you know, hopefully this one's a good one. Let's just do it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. If I fiddle around with stuff, it's gonna get bad, and this is fine. So we'll just go ahead and Zen mode. Play a peaceful version of Europa with threats turned off. Okay, so it may not be as chill as I thought it was gonna be, because apparently there are threats. I don't know what those are gonna be. I don't remember there being anything that was particularly threatening in the demo version, but obviously it's a demo. You only get, like, the first chapter or so, so... Oh no, I didn't even start it. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that's... It not working has, like, so thrown me off. I'm, like, so panicked right now. I'm just there, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. So, but, you know, pretty sure stream information and all of that has now updated as well. Let's just see. If I'd white chat, you wouldn't be able to see this. Try to imagine what it would be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Now try to imagine what it was like to wake up having never gone to sleep. That was when you were born. Was it? I guess, like, I guess kind of. I guess kind of.
From time to time,
I don't know what I'm doing, the motto of any streamer. Legit. We just wing it. None of us really know what's happening. No one knows anything. Oh! Oh! Thank you for the raid! Yeah, this is one of the new upgrades for the stream, is this, like, feathers and stuff. But yeah, hey froggies, I hope your stream went well. We're playing Europa, because Jak 2, unfortunately, the PS2 decided that wasn't happening. So we're going for Europa, which is just like a chill, cozy game, I think. You're a kid with a jetpack from what I recall from the demo. But yeah, if you guys want to go check out Froggies at some point. Sorry, audio's gone because I've got it set up wrong, clearly. Wait, why is it not coming up with the prompt? So I didn't do that. No. Oh my god, what is going on? I know what I'm doing. Yeah, welcome to the stream, which has gone great from the beginning, apparently. So.
Come to the island if you ever get lonely.
Were you still just playing Phasmo, or?
And think of me.
Did things change? Also, have I started lagging? Or is it just my OBS? I don't what's going on. Yes, I have started lagging. Okay. That's really annoying. Has it stopped now? I'm not. We move. We're just gonna continue on. I don't know what I'm doing at any point anyway. The lag's just gonna make that more interesting, I guess, because I don't know why it was lagging. That's just how things go. Let me. You know what? It might help if I graphics. That's not what I want. Display. It is in borderless windowed. Let's turn that on now. Leave that as is. Audio. Oh, I've already got that quite turned down. Okay. Okay. It's cool. We'll leave it as is then. Did you manage to find all did you figure out what your ghosts were on Phasmo? Do I need to do anything with the grave? Oh, I've got little fireworks. Oh, I've just actually had an epiphany. 1 second. Let me close out of that so that's not eating on my RAM. I just realized I have like a million things open. Okay. Hopefully, I may have that may resolve any issues I have with lag or something. I don't know. I don't know anything. Epiphany? Exactly. Okay, I just clicked. Fine. You know what? I thought... Oh, I can jump. I can glide. Nice. I close Google? Yeah. When in doubt, close Google. That resolves most problems, I think. This is like a very pretty little game. I will say that. It's just a pretty little charge power jump. Okay. Cool. But anyway, whilst I figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here, I hope everyone had good weekends. Not every... You've definitely had better streams. So much failing. Hey, failing's part of the fun of it. Did you get killed lots on Phasmo then? Were you not having much luck with the ghosties? You had a nice weekend of rain? We love to hear it. I do like the fact that, like, I don't walk out of the office and just immediately roast now. There was, like, the hint of a chill in the air. It wasn't enough for me to warrant needing a coat or anything like that, but it was like, oh my god, the cooler weather's coming. Just guessing wrong or dying, either or. That is unfortunate. I'm sad your Phasmo stream didn't go better. Also, Lilith, any tips for finding the goth community so this delivery service can take off? Because the point of it is goths delivering goths, and it's not going well. I honestly have absolutely no idea. I seem like the most likely person to know. Nope. See, the thing is, to find the goth community and stuff like that, it requires you looking for communities, and that requires like speaking to people, and I'm bad at that. My suggestion would just be follow some goth baddies on TikTok and speak to them and stuff, and, you know, I don't know, try and... I don't know. I don't know how anything works. My social media's crap. I don't know what I'm doing at any point. how do you how do you speak to people? I don't know. Post some spooky stuff on TikTok. I think that's how it's done. Sad, definitely better with friends. Oh, it does definitely seem like a game which is not really built for solo play, as it were. It's like Repo and stuff. Like, you can play it solo, but it's just not as fun without friends there, because like half the fun's chatting to friends. Communities are spooky. Communities are spooky. Fuck the peopling. I concur. Peoples be difficult. Ooh. You're going to prefer. You're going to perform social isolation. I rate that. I rate that. My socializing consists of my D&D game and then hiding behind a camera and chatting to you guys. That's how I socialize.
Come to the island if you ever get lonely.
Okay, so we've got a spooky disembodied voice telling us to go to an island. It's a turtle! Hello, Mr. Turtle. Can I pet you? I can climb on the turtle! Oh my god. This is the rest of the stream, guys. We're just gonna be sat on top of the turtle. Tortoise. Turtle? It's in water, so I'm saying turtle. But I can't see whether it's got flippers or whether it's got leggies. So it could be tortoise. I'm unsure. You socialize on... Wait, I don't socialize. I hide because people scare me. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're socializing by being here and chatting. You don't need to see people in person to socialize, right? Press Q to read.
It has surpassed my expectations in every way, this place. I don't know what
That's
I
a cute
expected.
little drawing.
They've
Oh, you
given
can't
me a
see
few
it because
days
my
to
face is
adjust.
annoying.
I can't make my mind believe that this is real.
Maybe I need to
The
change my
air tastes
camera.
like water, and the water tastes like wine. The
Depends on who
gardeners
you
have
ask.
turned this place
So-
into a paradise.
If you're chatting to people, you're socializing, right? That's talking to people is socializing. That's what socializing is. No, I mean, I completely, as long as you've got people that you can talk to and stuff like that, it's socializing. We don't all need to be physically in the same space as people to socialize. Not according to your family, because they're all extroverts. Oh, yeah. Goddamn extroverts.
It has surpassed my...
How do I close this? I press Q again. That makes sense. When in doubt, tap the same key again. They like going outside and seeing real people. Ugh. I'm a real person. You're seeing a real person right now. I'm here on the screen. You lose your voice if you have to talk for more than like 20 minutes. That's valid. The trick is to drink lots of water and stuff whilst you're talking. Damn them extroverts, going outside is overrated. Fully agree. Going outside is extremely overrated. There's horrible things out there like people. Who wants to go outside and see people? Definitely not me. And then what else do you have? You have my brain is just entirely blanked on what's outside. You have weather, like there's the sun out there. Fuck that. Or there's the rain out there, and I mean, I love the rain, don't get me wrong. I do. I don't mind being in the rain, but I would much prefer to be inside with a nice hot beverage and watching the rain from a cozy environment. Like inside. Grass? Yeah, gross. You got like pollen and shit out there. Fuck that. And bugs. I don't have bugs in my flat. You know why I don't have bugs in my flat? Because I've got 2 cats and they eat them. I don't need to worry about bugs. Inside it's great. And it's got my cats. You're going to follow Winnie the Pooh's instructions. I like to stay in bed. It's too peoply outside. Winnie the Pooh is a very, very wise teddy bear. You love sitting on the floor in the rain, but sitting on the sofa inside watching the rain is better. Exactly! Like, I like being out in the rain. Like, there's just something about, you know, I do much prefer it when I have an umbrella. Like, if, you know, when you're sat there with the umbrella and you got, like, the sound of the rain hitting the umbrella, and, like, there's just all the rain all around, and nobody tries to talk to you because they're in a rush because they're like, I want to get out of the rain, and all of that. It's just, it's nice. I like the rain. It smells nice, too. So I'm definitely much preferring the coming weather to what else is happening. The weather that we've had. That's what I should have said there. When it's like 1 AM dark outside and you can just sit on a wall or on the pavement, it makes you happy to watch the world go by. If I was not in a city, I would agree with that, but I don't really want to sit outside in the dark in my city because I potentially would get stabbed or something, you know? And that's not fun. We don't want to get stabbed. Also, the rain smells amazing. It does! I love the smell of the rain. The rain is altogether just good vibes. You're in a small town and can just walk into a field in less than 2 minutes. There. That's a lot nicer of a place to just, like, hang out in the rain. I enjoy the sliding down hills. This is a vibe. I'm enjoying that there's just little bunnies running around, and you got the little tortoises, because it turns out they are tortoises.
The sins of the past can stay home on Earth. Things will be different this time. They have to be.
Okay, the sins of the past. What's the sins of the past? What's occurred? Rain is an elite weather, and we can't change your mind. I don't think anyone in this chat is going to try and change your mind on that one. It sounds like we all kind of concur on that point. Ooh, emerald. You were driving today and it started raining and your window was open. You were in a world of your own thanks to Mango, but the smell just hit you and made you happy. Good. Sometimes you gotta take joy in the little things. Also, rain is second best, snow is the best, but it depends what you're doing. For your job, snow is better because it's more fun, but for reading, rain is better because pretty sounds and smells. I disagree with you on that. I just prefer rain straight up because, again, city. So, like, if it snows, it just turns into the horrible grey sludge that's everywhere and wants to kill you. And it's just altogether not a vibe. I'm assuming there's not any other emeralds because it feels like I can't get into any of the other places, so I'm just going to assume I can move on. But you work as a truck driver? Yeah? Have you had any more accidents, or have you managed to stay incident free? That's the wording that I was going for. So it's fun driving in snow because it's slippy and it's also just kind of quiet and peaceful. No one fights you in the snow. I would hope people don't fight you anyway. Genuinely. You're a liability to yourself, Snow, honestly. Oh. It didn't seem like I took damage. I didn't see any health go down on something, but maybe I should pay more attention to, like, gliding. Might have been smart. Four snow! 4 more? You didn't leave the comfort of your home for 2 days since last stream? Honestly, I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't know what to say. Oh, wait, do you think there's gonna be something like around here? It feels like there'd be something around the side, on one side. Ah, that's how we glide, okay. On Friday... You fell out of 2 trucks, and you're now banned from knives. Snow. Snow. I hope everyone else had a better weekend than you had. Oh, so me and my partner tried out a new coffee place over the weekend. And I went in wearing a D&D related shirt and the words barista the barista like started talking to me about D&D podcasts, and I was so thrown off because me and my partner obviously both expected it to be like a polite interest thing, and it wasn't. She kept asking me about the D&D podcasts, and I was just like, you know, when you're just fully not expecting for someone else to speak to you and you're just unprepared for speaking to someone for a prolonged time. You just... I had a mild panic as she was sat there asking me about the D&D podcast and stuff that I listened to. And I've listened to, like, quite a lot. Like, it's how I kind of got through... how I get through my day at work is either listening to D&D podcasts, listening to serial killer podcasts, or listening to music, or now watching streams. So, like, I wasn't prepared, and she asked me about D&D podcasts and stuff that I've listened to, and I just blanked on all of them. And the only one that I could remember was Dungeons and Daddies, which, to be fair, that's a hilarious one, but it was also ages ago, so I don't remember anything about it. I only listened to the first season because I didn't really like the second one. She kept, like, she was just kind of going more on about it, and I was just like, I gave up on the second season because I didn't like their characters. I don't know anything about what you're talking about. Words did fail me. I did not have a script prepared about D&D podcasts at all. You get through work by following the script. I get that. Like, I've done jobs before where, like, I'm on the phone, like, I've done the typical worked at, like, a fast food place where, you know, you just list what's on the menu, you got kind of, like, scripted, like, what do you want, blah, blah, blah. I've worked at call centers, I've worked as a bartender, but in all of those situations, you have some form of script. When someone just randomly talks to you, I'm just sat there and like, how do words work? What? How do I string a sentence together? What's going on? I thought I was supposed to... Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. That makes sense. So yeah, it was problematic. Wait, your mum dropped a kitchen knife on your foot. It wasn't your fault. Okay, in that case, maybe your mum should be banned from knives. Just double checking that I've not missed anything. I think I'm good. Okay. Jump, then press left mouse button to stomp. I just had to look at my mouse to see what was left mouse button. I know what I'm doing. I don't entirely know what we've been told about this game though. I think I've been chatting over all of the words. Wait, what are these? They're kind of cute. They're like little buggo boys with grass on their backs. I don't. There's just something about creatures that have like planty sections on their back that I just enjoy. Am I supposed to kill them? I jump and I stomp. I jump and I stomp. I'd rather hear you than the game itself, so it's cool. Ah! Thanks, Hern. That's good to hear. Can't ban the only person who can cook from using knives. Okay, I guess that's... Wait, it was sparkling like I could collect it. I can't collect it, okay. Because I cannot cook, because you're only allowed to use the air fryer to make muffins. Snow. Hold right mouse button to levitate upwards. Woo! Okay, that's just okay. So I have gliding and I have levitating. Okay. You can make good as hell muffins in an air fryer. Yeah. An air fryer is one of those things where, like, I would really like to have an air fryer, but we just don't have space for it, so it's gonna, like, it's something which is being put off until we get into a bigger place, because we have a tiny kitchen, and everything's full enough as it is. Like, there's no space for an air fryer. But I have to say, I don't think I've ever considered making muffins in an air fryer. Air fryers are just absolutely magic. So I've heard. I don't think I've ever actually tried anything from an air fryer. Best purchase in this house is the rice cooker. I do rate rice cookers, but we have one, but I have never used it. Because there's nowhere to just have it out, so then it's like having to dig it out every time, so I'm just lazy and I just use the hob. Also, like, what my... Does it propel me more if I go from one of these? Is that what the point in these is? I genuinely am unsure. I also don't know what these things that I'm collecting are. Has it said at any point what these things I'm collecting are? Perfectly cooked sticky rice for rice balls. I mean, yeah, I can imagine it's a lot easier to make sticky rice. I have made sticky rice for rice balls before, but it was like years ago, and I think you had to leave it soaking for absolutely hours beforehand. So I've never done it again.
Clean water, fresh air, wide open skies, everything a child deserves. That's what I want for you. And you'll have community too. Human beings to play with.
It doesn't seem like I've got a community.
Every person
I feel like
this guy,
this character's pretty alone. Everything just seemed to be destroyed, and there didn't seem to be any other humans.
I know they're going to love you.
Oh, I didn't go inside the buildings. Slidey glide. I can't go inside the buildings. That's sad. And you can always have rice ready to eat. You used to be able to have risotto-ish stuff whenever you wanted. Fair. Fair. It is one of those things where, like, I would definitely like to have one, like, have it out properly and just be able to use it without having to dig it out every time. But I also, I feel like it doesn't matter what kind of size kitchen I end up having. I feel like I would always be able to completely cover it, with appliances and stuff. Because I would also like to have, like, a nice big coffee machine. At the moment I've just got a, like, law pod coffee machine. Oh, I can't make it up there. Maybe if I go around and collect... Ah, that maybe looks like the way that I'm supposed to go to get up there. Yeah, like, there's always more appliances that you can have. Like, as it is, I genuinely take up a large portion of counter just with tea, coffee, like coffee syrups, hot chocolates, kettle, velvetizer, coffee machine. Like, we basically have, like, half of a cupboard and half of our counter space is dedicated to coffee/tea stuff, because I have such a variety of teas, hot chocolates, and, like, coffee syrups and stuff. It's actually ridiculous. If your kitchen isn't full of different appliances, then what are you really doing? Exactly. You gotta have all of the stuff. Gotta have it all. And, like, I've gotta have all the different teas and hot chocolates and stuff like that. Because I need to make sure that I've got one that's available for whatever mood I'm in, you know? Hot drink for every occasion. You're lucky because the only hot drink you drink is hot chocolate in the dead of winter when it's like -10 outside, so you don't need space. What? You don't drink hot drinks? It always, like, really weirds me out when people don't drink hot drinks. Like, when people like, oh yeah, I never drink a hot drink, I'm sat there, I'm like, what? Especially, I'm sorry, if you're British and you don't drink tea and stuff, are you even British? Like, we're revoking your your nationality, your citizenship, that's the word. We're revoking your citizenship for not drinking tea. Um you're catering to all kinds of guests, you're just courteous. Exactly. You can come over to mine, not that I ever invite people around. We don't even have somewhere for guests to sit down. And, like, I can knock you up pretty much whatever drink you want. Like, I'm covered. But that's also because, like, I like having different types of drinks. You gotta have a tea or whatever for the right mood. And, like, I'm one of those people that I go through weird phases. Sometimes, like, I'll pretty much exclusively drink coffee, and then suddenly I just won't like coffee, and I'll just be sat there drinking tea. Like, I go through phases. You're a Brit who doesn't drink tea or coffee. Like, I can't get over that. That's upsetting. It's upsetting, Snow. It's very rare you'll drink a hot drink at all. You'll drink tea if it's offered out of politeness, but you don't drink tea if you're making it. Oh, Snow. Drink more tea. um, I feel like... Do you think I got everything here? Maybe I should go and check inside that building, actually. I realized I didn't go inside of it. You're not fussed by any hot drink because you're always too hot. The only tea you personally have in is lemon because when your throat hurts, it feels good. I mean, lemon and honey is really good when you got a sore throat. But hot drinks, man. They make life better. You don't need other hot drinks because you have Swiss hot chocolate. I mean, as long as you're drinking a good hot chocolate. I'm a big fan of hot chocolates and stuff. Like, I used to just drink Wittards because Wittards have like amazing hot chocolate flavors. But then I convinced my partner to get me a Velvetizer for Christmas, and the Hotel Chocolat Velvetizer hot chocolates are so good, so good. It brings me so much joy. All this tea talk has convinced you that you're gonna make some tea now? Fair, fair, fair. That's smart. Everyone needs a cup of tea. Maybe I'll put like, I should put tea redeem in. Or like a tea reminder. Like you've got Nimrod bot reminding everyone to hydrate. I'll remind everyone to make a cuppa. You have hot chocolate powder that makes the whole house smell of a proper hot chocolate in the European Alps. Fair. Like, we do like a good hot chocolate. But make a tea bot. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do that. But Hearn, very important question. What tea are you drinking? This is the make or break it. Oh, look at the little flying buggos. Your throat is done for today because you were screaming songs all day, so you're not drinking anything tonight. No. You're gonna at least be drinking water, Snow. You need to drink something. Not sure yet, either classic breakfast tea or some fancy tea you got in Denmark. But when you say classic breakfast tea, what brand tea are you drinking, Han? What tea are you drinking? And also, what kind of fancy tea? I have so many teas. It's actually a problem. I have like black teas, green teas, fruit teas, oolong teas, jasmine tea. I forgot how to glide again. Banhammer is ready. I mean, if I ever ask that question and someone comes out with like Thai food or something, that might be ban worthy, I can't lie. You've had appetizer and Pepsi. No caffeine today. Snow, I'm really sorry to break this to you, but I think Pepsi has caffeine in it. But maybe Snow, go get yourself some water. Your mum always has fairy bridge tea in. What is fairy bridge tea? I've never heard that. The Denmark one is some kind of cherry and fruit tea, which is nice. Oh, that sounds like it would be delicious. I do like a fruit tea. You can't remember the brand of the breakfast tea. As long as it's a good breakfast tea, hun. It's Manx breakfast tea. I I'm really curious about this now, so I'm gonna have a look and see um what kind of flavors it's got in it. My brain has like entirely blanked on just words right now. I'm in the tea zone. What's it called? Fairy bridge tea. Fairy bridge tea. What we got? Fairy bridge tea is specially blended in the Isle of Man. Carefully selected African and Indian teas are blended to produce a pure, bright tea full of flavour. No further information. I'm curious about this now. Um, I'm getting different things for it. Some are saying that it's like a blend of, what did I even just say? One of them was like African and Indian teas. And then this one says it's a traditional blend of Assam teas. And I'm pretty sure Assam tea is called Assam because it's from like a particular area. So I'm very confused. But if it's a type of Assam, it's probably delicious because Assam teas are very, very good. It's the only breakfast tea you actually like so far. It's nice and tolerable, but not nice enough to make you, what's my camera doing? But not nice enough to make you drink tea often, or make you try other tea. There will be a tea out there for you. You just need to figure out what types of flavors and stuff that you like. That's what I say to everyone. Everyone likes tea, they've just not found the right blend yet. I think that's the way that I came in. I was looking at tea, and now I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I'm sorry, what? What did you just censor? what, what did you just censor? I'm not gonna Google that. Are they like tea cakes? Not okay, I don't mean tea cakes as in like the not like a Tunnocks tea cakes. Um there are things like tea cakes which are basically like compressed tea that you just break some off to put in your tea, but it's like actual like compressed tea leaves, I think, if I recall correctly, or they're a real thing and taste delicious. Is it not? Is it not tea? I'm so confused now. So now I need an explanation. They're sweets, think mint imperial, but with slight caramel. Oh. Mint Imperial with caramel. I see. That's an interesting choice of name for them. I can't lie.
Some say that humans brought life to
I was
Europa.
just so
If you ask
concerned. I was
me,
about to be
all
like,
we did was
yeah,
unlock the life
what?
that was sleeping within. Why have
Do I
so
need
many
to ban someone?
terraforming projects failed where this one succeeded? It can only be that Europa
Can we just
holds
have a
some
stream where all you
innate
do is rate
capacity
different
for
teas?
life.
I mean, I could do that. So the problem is that I feel like I would then need to get even more teas in, and I don't have space for more teas. I've already got a cupboard that's full of teas. But like, it's... I don't have space to get enough teas to do a tea rating thing. Maybe, maybe I should do like a daily tea segment or something on my stream. So like, you know, I'll brew a different tea and then, you know, you can ask me about the tea or whatever that I'm drinking. I feel like that could be an interesting thing to have. Just add like a little cozy tea brewing section, although considering the fact that most of the time I've got a coffee at the moment, maybe not. Although I have had coffee and tea before, so I could just have coffee and tea. Maybe I'll do myself tea on the break, and after break we'll have tea time. When you say rock, I'm assuming you mean like that typical like seaside rock candy, as in like the, you know, the long sticks that everyone sucks into a point. That's the thing that people do with that, right? That wasn't just me and my sister being weird. Gotta make it sharp and like a steak. Um, but yeah, the choice of calling one of your snacks a knob is... it's a choice. Also coffee, rum, gin, vodka. Coffee I rate. Um, Rums, gins, vodka. Personally, I don't really drink vodka too much. It just doesn't have much flavor appeal for me. I do like a gin though. A nice fruity gin. I think we've discussed this one before, but yep. A nice fruity gin with lemonade is good. You have bramble gin? Ooh, bramble gin is good. I'm not looking it up. Just as a heads up.
Some say that humans brought life to Europa. If you ask me, all we did was unlock
Oh,
the
I
life
can
that was
close it and he
sleeping
still
within.
continues talking.
Why have so many terraforming projects failed where
You don't
this
remember
one
this
succeeded?
conversation?
It can only
What
be
conversation?
that Europa holds some innate capacity for life.
What conversation? I'm so confused. But yes, you have bramble gin. Send a picture to the server. Ooh, yeah, send a picture. Sparkle sounds. I feel like I probably should have done this section of this game like super quickly. I bet this is a game which if I just like focused on it or something could probably easily be done in like a single stream, and it's gonna take me like multiple. Find 3 wisps to unlock the trigger. What's a wisp? What is a wisp? I feel like I'm missing some context here. I apparently failed dismally at jumping there. Which, let's be real, isn't anything new.
Look at...
Did I not read this bit? I don't recall seeing this picture or reading like this entire section. Is that just me, like, forgetting, or did I not read this? Did I not open it when I picked this up? Okay. So I'm assuming this is the wisp thing. Press space. Oh! Hello! I did a big zoomy. That wasn't the wisp. Wait, no. Okay, I need to check. Okay. I guess I need to go into that. Oop. Oops. I took damage. Maybe. By that conversation, you meant the one about the fruity gin. Oh, did we not get... Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't discuss it. Oh no! That was ciders. Gins. I don't... Yeah, maybe I didn't discuss it. Yeah. I like a fruity gin. Like, rhubarb gin with the ginger ale, so good. But also just in general, like most fruity gins with like a lemonade, very tasty. Do I like do I like things fruity by chance? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I like things to be sweet and delicious because why would I not? Am I just fruity by chance? Define fruity. I'm assuming maybe I need to... Yeah. I figured something out on my own. Fruit just makes everything taste better. There is no science behind it. I think there probably is science behind it, and I think the science is that fruits are delicious and sweet. That's the science. They taste good because they just taste good. Fruit is OP. Fruit is OP. I feel like there is a lot going on here. Levitating glide to stay in the air longer. Ooh, okay. We have tiny things going on here. Also, in the pictures you sent to the server, ignore the person you're lurking on your phone. Okay. You'd rather eat fruit than drink Monster. Valid. Let's have a look at what you sent. Manx snobs. Oh, they look like mint humbugs, but I assume not mint. Oh, I see what you meant now. I understand what's happening here, Snow. I'm not interesting enough for you, so you're having to go to a VTuber. I get it. You'd rather eat fruit than drink Monster. The only reason you don't is because fruit is expensive. To be fair, okay, this is the thing. People are like, oh, it's easy to eat healthy. Okay, But it's gonna cost me like £3 for a punnet of grapes, right? But it will cost me like a pound 50 max for like a share bag of crisps. One of them's gonna fill me up. One of them's not. You know? It's just... It's way more expensive to eat healthy, and it doesn't last. I can get a packet of crisps and like not necessarily finish them, shove them in my drawer, and they'll still be good to go in like a couple of days. Whereas like if I don't finish the punnet of grapes, I could go back to it in 2 hours and it's probably gone rotten. You're always like, wait, sorry, I just need to back up. It's a mint caramel blend. I like mint flavored things. I like caramel flavored things. I like mint and chocolate. And like, I'll have mint blended into things, but I don't know why the idea of mint and caramel blended together is weirding me out. You're always lurking at least two people? That's fair. What's wrong with the VTubers? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with VTubers. Don't worry, Hern. It's just, you know, why would... I'm here, you know? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We love VTubers. Currently, it's a Norwegian nerd and a VTuber being left. Fair. You got free apples, so you're devouring them. See, my thing with apples is that some apples are really good, right? But I feel like most of the time, you get apples and they kind of just don't taste like much. Like sometimes you'll get an apple and it'll be so flavorful and it'll be like the best thing ever. And then other times, like it just tastes like mush, you know? Like you'll go, oh, let's go for Granny Smith apples. I really like Granny Smith apples. But you'll get the Granny Smith apples and they taste like really bleh. And you're like, what? It's apples are too unreliable. Yes, as a kid we had a cooking apple tree in the garden, so like obviously we ate cooking apples. There is a very definite difference in cooking apples, but I do actually quite like them. I do quite like a cooking apple. I got distracted by talking about fruit and stuff. And now was I aiming to get somewhere specific, or am I just trying to get on top of things? I feel like maybe I'm just trying to get on top of things. You have nothing against any apple? Fair. Wait, can I charge this up more? No. Okay, that's mildly irritating. Yeah, some apples just don't taste good. Like, I love apple flavored stuff. And if I get an apple that tastes good, I do really enjoy apples, but I feel like it's just rare that you get an apple that actually tastes appley rather than just tasting really watery, you know? Personal preference is plums, mangoes, carrots, or dried mango. Oh, dried mango is delicious. I agree with you on that one. If I'm eating dried fruits, I'll either go for... Occasionally I'll go for dried mango, but I do tend to lean more towards, like, dried apricots, and, like, sultanas, because I like sultanas. But, like, if I'm eating just, like, general fruits, like, pineapple is delicious, but it's a lot of prep. I really like melons and stuff. Like, melons are a good shout. I enjoy pretty much all melons, although I find I can be, like, sometimes if I'm not in the mood for that specific melon, it just doesn't taste good. But I'm like a big fan of berries. Berries are delicious. You can't go wrong with like strawberries and blueberries and raspberries. Dried mango, apricots, or sometimes apple is good. You know what? I don't think I've ever just eaten dried apple. I think I've only ever had it in I feel like there was some cereal at some point which had dried apple in. I think that's the only time I've ever had dried apple. Pineapple is amazing, and so is watermelon, but it's so awkward to get them here. That, yeah, I get that. Like, getting good ones is very difficult. Pineapple you haven't had for like 5 months because it's not been in Robinson's. Oh, that's sad. Pineapple's so good. Dried apple is weird, but good. My thing, like, some dried fruits just kind of taste like like, they don't taste like it, sorry. They've got like the kind of cardboard texture. Island life, it's easier to get things that are grown there. Yeah, that makes sense. Getting stuff to islands is much more difficult. And also, like, places aren't as likely to put the effort in for, like, small islands, as opposed to, obviously, like, England and the UK is, majority of it, obviously, is a collection of islands. And it's pretty small, but I guess, like, the smaller ones are where it gets a lot more difficult to get stuff sourced to. Oh, I forgot like one of the best fruits as well. Kiwis. I love kiwis. Kiwis are so good. Also, I really hope I was actually done with everything over there. Tesco just brought out your main shop group. Does that mean you're going to get more stuff or less stuff? Is that good for you or bad? I don't I don't know. You had Co-op and ShopRite, but Tesco just bought ShopRite from us and they don't stock Manx things in Tesco, but ShopRite did. Waitlist. Oh, that's sad. So they're gonna surely they'll have to get in the specialities. Surely. If Tesco's can have a world food aisle, they can put Manx stuff in. I'm assuming I need to light all of these up. So like we light this one, we light this one, we light this one. We like this one. We like this one. And then, yeah! You live off a group called Mace, a shop called Robinson's, and Marxies. Tesco promised to, but they put the end of the veg aisle as Manx produce and that's it. I mean, at least they're trying. They may have put, like, minimal effort in, but at least they did it, you know? They're trying as much as a big corporation can. You had 15 ShopRites that were purely Manx produce, now Tesco has nothing. Oh, that kind of sucks. That is really unfortunate. You'd think they would put more in. I'm genuinely not surprised by that. That's a big ass bug robot. It's kind of cool though. Am I supposed to be going into the— oh! Does that speed me up? Am I supposed to have been going into that the entire time? I'm not gonna go any further into that conversation because, like I said before, I don't really want to bring politics into the streaming, and I think that's getting a bit close. my god, they look like the Iron Giants! They're cute. I rate those. Is the purple gem something new? I feel like I've not seen the purple gem before. I could be wrong on that though. Oh, wait, no. That was like electric-y sparkly stuff. That didn't look good. The ancient battlefield. Oh, that's a cute little sketch. That's the only sketch. Do I need to pick up more sketches? I'm assuming I'm gonna need to pick up more sketches. But that's a cute little sketch. I like that. This is a very, very pretty game. Oh, wait, what? What just happened? I don't understand what just happened. Oh, press E to sketch. Okay. I guess I need to, like, collect sketches of all of these different creatures. Interesting. We do, like, collection mechanic-y things. Am I supposed to be going somewhere else from here? Can I sketch the butterfly? No. But I want to sketch the butterfly. Let me sketch it. No, that wasn't a death. That was not a death. There was no way I would have died there. Because it wasn't, like, it wasn't falling into nothingness.
I know you have a lot
Wasn't
of
a death
questions,
counter requirement.
most of which can't be answered in this notebook. There's a chance you're angry, or that you'll get angry one day when you're older. Europa is unbelievable, but it's not finished. We're trying to build something better than what we left behind. That will take time. Generations even. That is why I'm sending you ahead.
Okay. So, from what I can gather so far, this kid's grandpa sent him to Europa, which appears to be an abandoned civilization. The game actively did something to reset your character. It's like, no, we're not having a death counter. That's not a thing we're having. We're not implementing this. You're not allowed to number the amount of times that I fail at stuff. Hey, Mau. Eris has come to say hi. You think there is lightning outside, but you're not sure? Lightning's a vibe. You are and you shot. No, you're not allowed to, Snow. That's not acceptable. Wait, your granddad's never sent you to abandoned civilizations for fun? No. Shockingly. That's not something standard. You'll lose count eventually. Use the hammer then. Are you daring me, Snow? Damn, we had very different childhoods then. Yeah, it sounds like we did, Han. Just as a point of note, it's not standard behavior to send children to be abandoned. Like in abandoned areas. That's not standard behavior. If that did happen to you as a child, there are probably helplines. Like, this kid should probably call Child Protective Services. But he can't because he's been abandoned on an entirely different planet. Although it's called Europa, so isn't I'm not an astrologist or anything like that, but I feel isn't Europa one of the moons of one of the planets or something? I don't know. Use the ban you use the banner or you keep count. It's tempting, Snow. It's tempting. It's lightning. It's purple lightning. Oh, that's really cool. I never get to see lightning. It's foolproof. How can he call with phone? I realize that's supposed to be fool. It's foolproof. So yeah, how can he call without a phone? He can't call without a phone. That's true. You can't get done for child abandonment if there's no evidence of you doing the abandoning. They never find the child. I don't know. They don't know. It's a moon of Jupiter. Just watch the movie Cars and you'll see lightning. I don't mean Lightning McQueen. I see enough of that. Lightning McQueen pops up on way too much stuff. It's like, it's genuinely weird how much Lightning McQueen appears. Something sparkling. Oh! Was it just those, like, wispy bits? Was that what was sparkling? I think it was the wispy bits. Ka-chow! Yeah, yeah, good one, hun. Good one. Although, to be fair, I'm rocking the Lightning McQueen eyeshadow today. It's so pretty. I can imagine it is. I do love lightning. I never get to see it because, so I'm in a block of flats, but like opposite me is also a block of flats which is student accommodation. And it like basically blocks my view of sky. That's just another building. So, unless I like perchance happen to see it when I'm like looking out the window at work, which it never seems to happen during like work hours. You know? I never see it. It saddens me. I enjoy watching storms. I do enjoy stormy weather. If you're in Newcastle, say hi to Henrietta. She said she listens to someone screaming at the instant twice a week. I'm not in Newcastle. And who screams at the... Why would someone screaming at the internet? What? I'm very confused. Much confusion. I really feel like I'm missing something. Is it just because I've not been paying attention to the story here? Is this game maybe too chill? Yet again, joke attempt failed. Yeah, sorry, jokes go over my head because I'm dumb. I'm sorry, Snow. I don't get jokes. I don't know anything. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, what am I supposed to be sketching? The deer? The deer! So I can't sketch the butterflies, but I can sketch the deer. You do know a uni student called Henrietta, but they aren't in Newcastle. You're making a joke that failed so incredibly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you know, I would say, right, that's one thing that I don't like about streaming, is it makes it so hard to, like, make jokes and stuff. Like, I was watching a stream earlier and I really wanted to make a, like, that's what she said joke, but I was like, there's no point in typing it out, because there's a delay in, obviously, the, like, the recording actually being streamed. There's, like, that delay. Then there's the delay of the chat coming back to you and stuff. And like by the time you've typed it and sent it and stuff like that, like the moment's gonna be so far past that making like that's what she says and stuff like that jokes, they don't work. Like it's so hard to get jokes to land because most of the time by the time someone's read what the joke is supposed to be, the context makes no more sense. That is the that is the difficulty with streaming. You seem to take it so personally as though I was suggesting where you were, so I just felt bad in the end. I apologize. I was just really confused about what it was going on about. I was too dumb to realize it was supposed to be a joke. I was like, what? What? I'm sorry, my confusion seemed as like I would say no. I wasn't taking it personally. I was just so confused. I'm sorry. I'm just very silly. You'll work it out when you watch the VOD again. Yeah, potentially. It is potentially problematic, like how much stuff I go back and realize, oh, that's what was being meant with that. It's... I'm slow, okay? There's no argument for it. I'm just a silly person that plays video games and has no idea what they're doing. And you'll just get a message at 2 AM with, oh shit, that's what you meant. Potentially. It could happen. Who knows? Normally it's probably your fault because you come out with random crap. Maybe. Who knows? No, most of the time it's me being silly. You can smell the lightning. Oh, I rate that. I like the smell of lightning. Ozone just smells good. Why does ozone smell good? It doesn't make sense. Also, am I supposed to be breaking these? Do I get stuff from breaking these? I don't think I do. I think I would just be breaking them for the sake of breaking them. I don't know where... I've lost track of where I'm going. And I can't figure out where I'm I can't figure out anything. Don't forget your brain goes into gamer brain, which means intelligence stat is that too. You forgot to hit send soon. That's true. You know the feeling well. Method Kirito is also a streamer. Um, they play like a variety of games that what was it you were playing earlier, Beyond Good and Evil, which weirdly I don't think I'd ever actually heard of or ever seen gameplay or anything of, but it looked like a really cool game. Um, oh, I'm so bad at doing this. Nope. Wait, what? You weren't like. Did you end up going on to Kingdom Hearts? It puts big brain delay. It does put big brain delay for sure. Beyond Good and Evil is a game you wanted on GameCube. Oh! Did you already update your stream information then? Sorry. I didn't know that was gonna happen. We finishing off Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. Nice. You don't think you'll be able to do shoutouts, but if you want, oh. That's appreciated, Snow, but it's alright. It just requires me needing to remember the command and how to actually do it. Oh, fair. Apologies for the spoiler. I just assumed that I've missed something, like towards the end of the stream or something like that. Wait, did I just come from here? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. Pretty standard stuff. I feel like I think I'm supposed to be going this way. Maybe. That's good. Apologies for the spoiler. You know what though? I am actually starting to get really annoyed with the lip rings. These ones are like slightly too big, and I don't know if it's just I'm still not used to having them in, but they're starting to really irritate me. This game is something you had your eye on for a while, as it gave the Ghibli vibes. Yeah, it's like it definitely like aesthetically wise, it is quite Ghibli, and it seems very chill. And it said there was a peaceful mode versus something else, but as of yet, nothing seems to be dangerous, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the peaceful mode. But it seems like a really chill game. You should go to bed, but you know full well you're just gonna watch lightning, so you're not even gonna pretend. You should go to bed. Get some sleep, Snow. Get some sleep. And I will definitely have fun playing the game that I've got no idea what I'm doing on. Giant robot appears 5 minutes later. Potentially. I mean, there's definitely gonna be giant robots around because there was like the Iron Giant looking things that I saw earlier. But I'm not entirely sure how combat would work either. But then like these purple gems beat sus. It's just water. Okay. Am I supposed to go through these to get the wispy bits? Oh! Oh! Okay. Purple crystals deplete and disable Zephyr. And Zephyr is what makes me fly. Okay. So I can't fly with... I can't fly once I've gone through the purple crystals. Okay. What was the ding? What dinged? What dinged?
As I'm writing this, most of the human race are still asleep on the island. In a few years' time, you're going to join them. I'll stay back here and work, so that when you wake up, you'll wake up somewhere better. I don't know exactly what the world will look like. All I know is that people on the homeworld made the mistake of not thinking past tomorrow. By sending you ahead, I'm staking my heart on the future.
If it was anything except lightning, I'd pretend I'm going to bed and then read for 2 hours. Jumping alternates yellow cubes. Oh, I see. Okay. But it's lightning, which is pretty as fuck and smells glorious. It is. Yeah, okay, that's fair. No need to pretend to read because you'll just be watching lightning. And lightning is cool. Huh. I figured it out. This game in Star Overdrive, you think you saw during like a Nintendo Direct and was like, whoa. I can't remember where I saw this. It might just have been like one of the, you know, when they sometimes like have the demo showcases and stuff on Steam. I think I just randomly installed it and was like, oh, this is really cute. So then I bought it when it came out because I was like, this is really cute, and it's been sat in my library for a while. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna download it because, like, you know, maybe I'll play like a cozy game between Jak 2 and Jak 3. So that's originally what this is gonna be, but now it's just a nice backup game for if things don't work. Lightning is amazing, great Final Fantasy character. One of the few Final Fantasy characters that I actually know because I did play. Is it 13 with Lightning? I played part 1 of that. And she's cool. She was pretty cool. I liked Lightning. Don't... Snow, stop. Stop counting. Stop. I didn't die, okay? It just pushed me back because it realized I wouldn't be able to do it. I didn't die. We'll rename it to Fail Count. Like, that's any better. Okay, we've got this Wispy. So I guess I need to go get the other Wispies. You loved the demo game first as you played a sick RPG game that never got funded on Kickstarter. That's the only problem with demos, is that then like sometimes either they don't end up being released as a full game, or they take forever to be released. Like I think there are definitely some demo games which I wishlisted, and I wishlisted them like a year or two ago, and they've still not had a full release. Or like have even got a release date, which is really irritating. I'm not a fan of that. And yeah, Lightning is Final Fantasy 13. Hey! I got it right! I knew something!
The greatest pleasure in my life is watching you watch the world. New faces, passing ships, whatever new sight catches your attention. You drink everything in like you're hungry for it. You also spend a lot of time putting things in your mouth which are not food. Another kind of intellectual curiosity, I suppose.
Oh, shit! No! I accidentally pressed the spacebar once I landed. You backed 3 games on Kickstarter, and one's 100% coming, one's cancelled, and people think it's a scam, and the other seems pretty cool so far. Oh, that kind of sucks about the one that people think is a scam. Hey, it didn't reset me that time, so you can't call that a death count. You take that one off. I didn't get reset. I just landed on the ground. It was like last year in 2023 you backed them. This is also one of the problems with Kickstarters. back in COVID times, I backed the Pixels dice. The Pixels dice Kickstarter, which is like the LED dice which connect to your PC through Bluetooth and stuff like that, so like you can use them to roll digitally as well as physically. So I backed those like ages ago, and they finally started sending them out this year, but then the tariffs hit. So now like I'm probably not gonna be in my flat when I finally get my Pixels dice sent out to me. It's really annoying because one of my mates also backed them, but they got their dice because they got them, like, they backed them earlier than me. So theirs was sent out, like, towards the beginning of the year. I think it was back, like, in maybe, like, Marchish times. And mine still have not been sent out. I've got no idea when mine are going to be finally arriving. And it's really annoying. Because I really want them. They're, like, really pretty dice, and they light up, and they send like I can play digitally and in real life, and I want to play it with them. I want to roll the digital dice that roll to the virtual tabletop. Can you contact them to change address in case of that? Yeah, they have said that they'll do that because obviously they're aware that like everyone confirmed their address and then it's taking ages for them to be sent out. So they have said they will accept um they will accept address changes and stuff, but it is really unfortunate. Hello, Mama. I am upset by it. I just want my pretty dice. I'm assuming that that part's what, like, is that where I drop down, or is that going to open up once I press this? Who knows? Or it will, like, float me up. That also works. Ooh, no, where am I going? See, it's a robot guy! So they do have robot guys. Also, do you actually think, like, at the end of this, am I going to find people, or am I just going to be a little kid stuck on this moon by myself? Poor abandoned child. It's the Iron Giant. They really do look like the Iron Giant. Wait. Deactivate Gardener turret with end of line switch. Are we assuming that that's the turret? Do we think that that's the end of the line switch? Oh! Nope. Okay, yeah, they have, like, leads. Okay. Okay. That's how... I guess that's the, like, what they would put on peaceful mode. I'm assuming it's only going to be these turrets. If something starts chasing me, I will panic and you guys might get screaming. Who knows? At the end I'll find an annoying old man. Probably. Or his corpse. Who knows? I definitely feel like I'm going to need to go to the top of that thing. I don't think that's the way I'm supposed to get to the top there. Is there a better way to try to get to the top? I think that the option is just to run up that section and then get to the top from there. That might be what we're doing. Just trying to find the shortest point. Haha! There There's a lot of these giants around though. I wonder what the story behind the giants is. That is another switch. You know what? I'm gonna try and get the switch from up here. Aha! I didn't even get to fire! Pro skills. See, in games where I can't really die, I almost look like I know what I'm doing sometimes. Almost. Being the key word there. Also, how am I? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Oh, welcome back, Hearn. What did you miss? You missed Snow bullying me with deciding to add a death counter. When I've not died, I've not died. You can't die in this game. And just discussions on different types of fruit. Also, Kirito, I just motioned to the camera. Kirito appeared. Nothing new then, really. Not hugely. It's been a chill stream so far. Not as much chaos going on due to the lack of panic with no cops in this so far. No cops. You're good, just tired. Understandable. Understandable. Feel free to, like, go sleep and stuff if and when you need to. Gotta be taking care of yourself. Oh, great, yeah, I'm coming over here to get this emerald. Give me the green sparklies. I want the oh, wait, what? Is that gonna be the... I could have sketched the giants this entire time? If I sketch it again, is it like the same image? Or will it sketch it in... Oh. That's sad. Hey, who doesn't love a chill stream to relax to? That's the, you know, sometimes it's not a- Oh, shit! Oh, I get little birdies around my head! We love little birdies. That wasn't fun. I don't appreciate being shot. Bad turret. And its thing is like all the way over there. That's annoying. Yeah, chill streams to relax to are nice. We like chill streams. We don't need chaos all the time. No sleep as you got anime to binge later. That's valid. What anime are you watching at the moment? You were talking to family because you had chaos, bro. Just a question, Snow. Do you ever not have chaos, bro? Don't you dare try and say no to chaos. I will never say no to chaos. I'm just saying, like, this one's less chaos. There's less chaos to be had in chill streams. Do 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 do. That's a crime, is it? Is it a crime? Is it really? You're all good. BG3 is good for chaos, you had. BG3 is very good for chaos. It's a good game, good chaos. that's a valid point. Should I at some point do a BG3 stream? Just because, you know, Baldur's Gate, we love it. But also, I realize I've never actually finished Baldur's Gate 3. So streaming it would potentially be a good way to finish it. But who knows? Who knows? And Chaos Brain does turn off, but it only turns off outwardly because you mask a lot. Yeah, so Chaos Brain is never not on. You just hide it. You're starting solo leveling. Oh my god, that's such a good one. I loved solo leveling. I will say, okay, so I've like fully read the manhwa, the webtoon, and like, don't get me wrong, solo leveling the anime is really good. They do the battles really well. It's animated beautifully, and Jinnu fucking aura farms so well. Like, he does so much aura farming. He's such a cool MC. But I would say that it doesn't massively pick up on story yet, because a lot of the story, like, is gonna start most likely from like season 3, I would imagine, based like on where season 2's ended. But it is really good, and it's such a good one to watch. I fully endorse you watching that. I love solo leveling. I did a solo. I painted a solo leveling jacket as well because I loved it. Because I honestly, like, I've read the webtoon so many times. So like when the anime came out, I was like, you know what? I've been meaning to paint a jacket with solo leveling stuff for ages. So when I watched the anime, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it. It's solo leveling is just so good. Iruma goes to demon school. Not finished that one, but I watched some of it, and again, that one is also really cool. It's got like, they have such good characters in it. I do endorse that one as well. That's a good anime. You actually got recommended the webtoon by an Xbox friend before he got sick. That doesn't surprise me. The webtoon is really good. Like, the art is so pretty. And honestly, like, I've been following the webtoon for years. It's one of the few that, like, I constantly went back to and actually caught up on because, like I said, it's one which I've been following for years, and it's so good, and I'd literally be like, okay, I need to I need to go back and catch up on what's going on. And then obviously they finally completed it, and I was like, oh my god, now I need to read it again because they've completed it. And now I do need to do a reread of it, having watched the anime. And then they've done a spin-off webtoon as well, which I'm not going to say anything about because spoilers. But I need to, basically, I want to reread the first one before I get started on that one. Also, Lilith, you said earlier that this counts as socializing. You're taking that because the internet is the only place that you don't mask constantly. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to mask on the internet, just be who you are. Don't need to be hiding for the normies on the internet. We're all crazy here. You only stopped Iruma because your crunchy ran out. Oh! Message me and remind me, if you want, I can share with you my Crunchyroll profile. Because I do not mind doing that, and they have no limit how many people can have your Crunchyroll premium. So if you want, I can share with you my Crunchy profile so you don't need to worry about your Crunchy running out and stuff like that, because I keep it topped up. And I don't mind lending it out to buddies. Oh, yeah, I figured you meant mainstream, to be fair. You got Crunchy again as Xbox game gave you 2 months free. Fair. Yeah, like I said, if that runs out and you don't want to renew, genuinely just message me. I'm happy to share. That is because I know Kirito and have known him for years, by the way. I don't just go around giving my Crunchyroll to random people, just as a heads up on that one. You gotta go now, have fun. Stay drunk and don't get too sober. I'm not drunk. I'm quite sober now. And don't forget to drink water. I will keep myself hydrated. You keep yourself hydrated and stuff as well, Snow. And I hope you sleep well. And yeah, enjoy your snoozing and your lightning. Where am I going? What am I doing? Where even was the turret for this? It was like over this way. Is there anything around there? I just came this way because I got shot and I don't know if I missed stuff. 5 minutes later, 11 new people asking if you're crunchy. That's why I figured I'd specify that. I'm not just giving my Crunchyroll to random strangers on the internet. I really need to get around to catching up on animes. I'm actually, like, atrocious at it. Oh, so you shouldn't ask for it then. Ignore that DM. Don't be sliding into my DMs for my Crunchyroll. You know, I've known Kirito for a very long time. That's why I'm willing to offer it, and I keep forgetting to mention it. Oh shit, you're bad. Yeah, you better oh shit that. How do I get? Oh, wait, I don't think I'm supposed to be going this way to try and get into whatever this is. Maybe. You'll use your own account. Yeah. You do that. But I've been so bad with anime lately. Like, I've not even finished Apothecary Diaries yet, season 2, because I started watching that whilst it was coming out, and then I forgot to go back and finish it because I caught up with it. And there's so many animes that are out that I need to actually get around to watching. Like, I've not finished JJK yet. I started that, like, a while ago. I've not finished JJK, and I really need to actually watch that because it is good. I keep having the thing where, like, I start them and then I forget to go back to them for ages. Some good ones that you've watched recently. You finished season 1 of the Red Ranger anime and you really loved it. I will put that one on my list because it does sound like an interesting one. You should get back to Apothecary Diaries. You should. I also need to. Like, what I did watch of season 2, it was getting really good. It's such a good anime. I need to get around to finishing Free-Ren as well. Because that was really good. That was such a chill anime. But I keep getting distracted. I'll be like, I'll watch this. Or, so like, it's the eternal subbed versus dubbed things, right? Because, okay, watching it in dubbed is a lot easier because you can do stuff whilst you're watching it in dubbed. But dubbed voices tend to be a bit iffy, the translations tend to be a bit iffy. I've said this before, I don't know if I've said it on stream, but I know I've said it to people before. Dubbed pisses me off because, like, I watched Reincarnated as a Slime in Japanese, and then I was like, you know what, I've watched this before, I'm gonna throw it on as background something or other whilst I'm, like, I was either gaming or doing art stuff or whatever. I was like, I'm gonna throw this on in the background with the English dub. And they had Rimuru Tempest, who is, like, what, I think they say he's, like, nearly 40 years old? Or something when he dies? Like, he's coming up to 40, then he dies and gets reincarnated as a slime. Spoiler. But obviously he's like 40 years old, and they turn around and they have Rimuru turn to people and go, word. I was like, how dare you? How dare you have my slime boy turn around and be responding to people with word? Like, that's unacceptable. What the fuck is wrong with you? Who dubbed that and thought that was okay? Like, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, whatever people want to call it. Leorio is dubbed by Matt Mercer. I love Matt Mercer. Will I ever watch Hunter x Hunter in English dub? No. Why? Because they call Gon Gone. Who the fuck looks at a name spelt Gon and says that's Gone? Who the fuck? My partner just said him. No, if it's Gon, that's clearly gone. They even pronounce it as gone in the Japanese. Like, who the fuck turned around and went gone? It pisses me off. It's not gone. It's never gonna be gone. You watch the weird one called Orb something about people proving the Earth is not the center of the universe and they get labeled as heretics. That's actually hilarious. I might need to look into what that one is. But that feels like a genuine thing that people would have problems with now, is like accepting that the Earth is not the center of the universe. Even though we've got so much proof that it's obviously not, I feel like I could see that being a genuine issue. Some dubs work great for you and some don't. Yeah, like some are really good. Like Cowboy Bebop, the dub for that is really good, and I love Spike Spiegel's voice. They did a really good job on the dub on that one. But then you also obviously get like some dubs which are just, everyone knows about the Ghost Stories dub. If you watch anime, you've heard about the Ghost Stories dub. It's fucking insane. Hilarious, but insane, and obviously not in any way, shape, or form remotely similar to what the subbed version is. But you watch the OG and you call them both Kirito. Your friend is called Gon. Okay, but Hearn, how does your friend pronounce their name? And were they named by people who watched Hunter x Hunter and therefore pronounce it incorrectly because Hunter x Hunter destroyed it? That's you with Pokemon as you get corrected. You dirty bastard. You. I hope my mic did not pick that up. Dirty bastard. Wait, what Pokemon do you get corrected on? What Pokemon do you pronounce weirdly? Because like I've had people turn around to me and like they've named, like they say Suicune as Suicune, and I was like, the fuck are you reading for you to pronounce it like that? They're like, oh, I've never heard it pronounced in real life. Okay, but what? Where did Suicune come from? Sounds hilarious, but it's super dark. Like, you were like, what the hell, with a couple of episodes in. Seriously, I want to watch that anime. Please send me the name of that anime. Ghost Stories dub feels not real, but it's... Ghost Stories dub is like, it's like an abridged series, but it's the legitimate dub. It's insane. You wish every dub was like that. Like, it is hilarious, but also it's another one of those things where like, if someone had that as their introduction to anime, was you going, like, was they watched the Ghost Stories dub, they would have an even worse idea of what anime is than when people just thinking it's porn. Because Ghost Stories just... it just insults everything that it's possible to insult. It's hilarious, but it's so problematic. Genuinely do not understand how that dub ever got released. Dragon Ball Abridged and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are a good one. Dragon Ball Abridged is genuinely so good. I absolutely fucking love Dragon Ball Abridged. It's hilarious. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, but I think I have seen clips of it, and I don't think I've ever seen an abridged clip that isn't hilarious, to be honest. They pronounce the correct way, like go. Honey, you just rage baiting me. Is that what's going on right now? You say Suicune like me and that baffles you. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's Suicune. Where the fuck would Suicune come from? Rayquaza apparently is Rayquaza. Wait, what did you think Rayquaza was? How were you pronouncing Rayquaza? Would you rage bait someone? Yes, you would, Hearn. Yes, you would. I can already tell that that's what's going on here. What am I actually... Have I already collected the thing that I was in here for? I got distracted by anime and dubbed versus subbed. But the reason why you may be rage baiting a tiny bit... Oh, just a tiny bit. Just a little bit of rage baiting. Not impressed. Wait, you meant... Hiruto, are you... When you put the... Like, the Quey, is that... Are you pronouncing that as Quay? Or, like, key? Or, like... I feel like I've seen... Very quick. I pronounce it as Rayquaza. But I guess, like... Maybe some people go Rayquaza? You were like, but how? Yeah, that's... There are definitely, like, some pronunciations where I'm like, how the fuck have you got that? It makes no sense. You need audio cues for this. Yeah, it would definitely be a lot easier with audio cues, but we'll figure it out. You pronounce it the way I do too. Okay, so... You pronounce it Rayquaza. But apparently Rayquaza. I felt... Did I just, like, mispronounce that when I read that the first time round? So I definitely feel like it's Rayquaza. But apparently it's Rayquaza. No, that can't be. I'm gonna Google it. How to pronounce Rayquaza. So, wait, I'm gonna put this in the mic.
Rayquaza.
Yeah. So Google says it's Rayquaza. People also ask... Wait, let me... There's... Okay, nothing is revealed on my screen. Is this gonna pick it up? Okay, wait. Ring light reflection. Ah! Let me turn my brightness up. I am way too stupid for trying to, like, show this in a way which is, like, readable on camera. Is that showing up as, like... It's not really showing up very readable. Is it pronounced Rayquaza or Rayquaza? Like, they've just spelt it the exact same way on both of those. which is terrible. But I assume Google maybe knows what it's doing. You've always pronounced Rayquaza like the first part of Quavers. So you've pronounced... Are you rage baiting me again, Hearn? Or do you actually pronounce it like Rayquaza? I feel... this is the problem though, of like, you know, if you're someone who's just like played the games and stuff where they don't really pronounce stuff. I feel like a lot of people who read a lot, you always have the issue of, you know words, but you suddenly realize you've never heard them pronounced and you don't know how they're actually pronounced. You've just come up with a way of pronouncing them, but because you've never actually heard the word itself, I feel like I have it with a lot of words. I know the words, I know their context and their meanings and stuff, but I don't necessarily know how to say them. And it's really problematic if you've only ever read the word, like trying to figure out how to say it, especially on, like, with stuff like Pokemon, where they're obviously made up words, you know? You give up, you call it Ray Ray now. That's fair. See, it's just the idea of, legendary Pokemon's being said they called Ray Ray. Just imagine like casually referring to Ray Ray in a conversation. People be like, "Oh, is that your Rayhound?" No, it's my Rayquaza. You're 100% serious this time. You always thought Equay. Fair. I don't know. I don't know. You need to think of the other commonly mispronounced ones. I imagine there are like loads of them. I blame it almost exclusively on like the problem with English, and our alphabet and stuff is that we've just torn from so many different languages that it's really hard to tell what most of the stuff in our language actually is going to be pronounced as, because there's like the classic thing of, you know, lead, lit versus lead, red versus read and stuff like that. Like there are so many words which, unless you know the word and you know the context of the word, you're like getting the pronunciation on them is difficult. We just have a difficult language. And we it's difficult when you try and pronounce them. What about saying that's Gyarados. I guess some people might look at it and go Gyarados and try and pronounce the Y, but for me it's always been Gyarados. Is that's incorrect. What's it supposed to be then? What a bit. What's it supposed to be? Because Gyarados just sounds right, you know? You're bad? What? Is Gyarados correct and it's a like Gyarados? You were on Reddit and they mind blew you. What's Reddit said? What's Reddit done? You got so confused. I'm right, it is Gyarados. Okay. That's good. Some dude did it Gyarados. Ew. Who the fuck looks at GYA and goes, G? No. Gyarados? That sounds like Gyarados. It almost sounds like you're trying to do it like Australian. I was gonna try and say, like, a sentence in an Australian accent with that, but then I couldn't figure out how an Australian accent would do, so I would do. Would sound, so I'm not gonna do that. A bit Aussie came out. Yeah, like, it's almost got, like, an Aussie vibe to it. But my mind has forgotten how the Australian accent sounds, so I can't attempt to do one. Do we think that I've got everything here? Maybe. I think I have. I think that was the last thing that I needed to get. I could be very wrong. I don't actually know if there's any way to track this. You're just giving the Pokemon names like Jeff and Gary at this point. Fair. That's valid. When in doubt, give them standard names so you don't need to actually try and pronounce what their names are. I rate that decision. Or other bird. Bluebird is Articuno. Bird with leak. Valid. Oh, this is kind of a cute little statue. As nicknames. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I am trying to think of like other Pokemon, and my brain has fully forgot Pokemon. What are Pokemon? Have you seen the short where a guy goes around asking people what the Pokemon he shows them is called? Um, I feel like I have seen variations of that. And I do find it greatly entertaining because obviously like there are so many people that only know like Pikachu and Jigglypuff. So they just alternate between those ones. But all of them are like, oh, this one's pink, it must be Jigglypuff. But I've been getting so much Pokemon content come up on my feed at the moment. Like I've been getting have you seen the like the TikToks and stuff of the people that make TikToks as if they're like they live in the Pokemon universe? So it's raining and stuff and someone's like, oh, someone fucking angered Hyoga and shit like that. And they greatly entertain me. Or like the ones where they're trying to get someone to as like a dual rent thing. And that someone comes in, they're like, oh yeah, like you have your Pokemon out all the time? Cool, cool. What Pokemon is it? And they're like, a Machoke. She's like, no, that's like a whole this is a 2-bed apartment, man. You can't have your Machoke just out all the time. It's a sign. Is it a sign for what? What's the sign? Pokemon game. Um, I have currently got Pokemon Emerald on an emulator on my phone, and have been playing that a bit. Oh, what's your starter for that generation? What is your chosen starter? Is it Trico, Mudkip, or Torchic? Because that's also a way we like to judge people. Oh, oh no. Interesting. Interesting. Gotta be Mudkip? Yes! I rate your choice, Han. I love Mudkip. Mudkip is definitely... like... Okay, I do get why you love them all, Kirito. I do get that, because, like, it is a very good gen. And, like, I wouldn't be mad at having any of them. But... Mudkip just holds a special place in my heart. Like, Mudkip is just such a cool Pokemon. I'm a big Mudkip fan, so I agree with you, Hearn. That's a good choice. But come on, Kirito, you gotta pick one. Who's your starter? Who you going for? I like judging people's choices on stuff like this. Like, you know, what's your D&D class? Who's your starter Pokemon for the various gens? You're a Mudkip fan too. Good choice, good choice. We love Mudkip. We love Mudkip. But anime-wise, Trico. You know what? Like, I genuinely don't know how much of the Pokemon anime I've watched. I know I've, like, obviously watched some of it. Like, but I think I've mainly watched original, Shut up, Hearn! Bidoof sucks. No one likes Bidoof. We've had this conversation. No one likes Bidoof. Bidoof is a shit Pokemon. It's not your favorite. You're just lying.
I like
You like who?
Bidoof. I
Uh-huh.
also like Wobbuffet as well.
I mean, Wobbuffet's a decent Pokemon, but Bidoof is shit. No, Bidoof is shit.
Bidoof is...
No one likes Bidoof. Everyone likes Bidoof, just some people are willing to admit it. No. Some people like to rage bait by saying it's Bidoof, but no one actually likes Bidoof. It's a well-known fact. Bidoof is not OP. What am I missing here? I was pressing the wrong fucking button for them! That explains so much. I'm an idiot. Although I guess we already knew that. Wait, what? Am I still missing one? Oh yeah, there's one right here. Yeah, Bidoof is not OP. You know what's something which I, like, constantly forget exists, though? Do you remember that game? The game on DS? So, like, Mystery Dungeons or something like that, where you played as the Pokemon. You were, like, maybe someone trapped in a Pokemon's body or some shit? That was a thing, right? That's not some weird fever dream that I had. That was a Pokemon game. I feel like in one of them you have a mystery dungeon was fire. Okay, it does exist, thank God. I feel like I want to say I maybe had like Sky. Was that one of them? I don't know if I ever finished it, but I remember Bidoof was like my companion on it. Pokemon Isekai. Yeah, it definitely was Pokemon Isekai. Mystery Dungeon was such a cool game.
Clean water, fresh air, wide open skies. Everything
They should make stuff like that again. Explorers of Time and Sky with names. Hey, I was right on it. Okay. Yeah, I think I had Explorers of Sky. Maybe. I don't know, I can't remember now. But it was like, it was such an interesting concept for me. I really enjoyed it. I think that's probably like one of the last Pokemon games that I sat down and like properly enjoyed. I feel like the newer ones that came like after that are where I started to kind of lose the love for Pokemon. Which isn't necessarily to say that Pokemon's like got bad. I felt they definitely started losing their creativity with some of the Pokemon, and I felt like it just started getting very samey. And then I did play some of like the newer ones. But like I didn't enjoy having like the overworld Pokemon and stuff like that, like I feel like it just I wasn't enjoying it as much anymore. Just being in jammies, finding shinies. I guess like that is one of the benefits of it, is like you can. Why is it not letting me sketch them? I would like to sketch the new creatures. Was I not close enough? There we go. Like, I guess, like, at least with it you can see the shinies. But I definitely feel like with the newer way that they've done Pokemon, I don't know, it's just lost a lot of enjoyment for me. But I don't think, like, I've properly enjoyed Pokemon games for, like, the newer Pokemon games for a while. So that's a broken turret. Is that the island we're supposed to be getting to, do you think? That, like, floating one over there? Do we think these purple creatures that are flying around are going to suck out my Zephyr? Because they're purple. What am I sketching? Oh! Lizards! Where are the lizards? Where are the lizards? Are the lizards what are floating around? Is it the camera having gone weird? Blocks of skitter zap Z out of the sky. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what those are. And those are— oh, those are the lizards! Okay. It just for some reason has them on the thing. Okay, so I need to avoid those. That's chill. That's easy enough to do. No, those are different. Where were the lizards? I'm very confused about why I sketched lizards back then. You prefer the OG style more, as you understand, you're not excited for new ones. Yeah, the OG style just— it just did better.
To catalogue as many gardener species as I can. There are bipedal gardener bugs, small enough even
I definitely know people that said they think that Pokemon's only still going because people enjoy the nostalgia of it. Like, that's basically all they've built their, like, current stuff on.
All this variety evolved from a single generation of Terraformer AI.
Which I can kind of see where they'd be coming from with that one. But also, like, I don't think it's the people that are playing Pokemon for nostalgia purposes that are getting the newer ones, because I don't think people, like, the people that had the original games, I feel like a lot of them don't enjoy the newer style as much. That's definitely marketed more towards newer people. The anime is better as Sun and Moon rocked. Maybe— oh shit. Maybe I will check out newer bits of the anime then. I think, like, the only thing aside from, like, the original Pokemon games that I particularly consumed is— did you ever read the Pokemon Adventures manga? Where, like, you had the characters from the various games as, like, obviously, like, the manga characters. That was really good. It was such a good series. I think I stopped reading it because I caught up to as far as they'd got, which was Gold and Silver. Yeah, I think they'd done Gold and Silver, and it was maybe going into, like, some of the newer stuff, maybe, but basically, like, I'd caught up with what they had so far, and I've now not gone back and reread it. But I imagine I've not read that in years, so I would imagine if it did keep going, there's probably a lot to it. Maybe I should check that out again at some point. But that was like a really good manga. They're trying to make it more active battling in special raids where Pokemon can attack you like in Pokemon Arceus, and you're like, no. Oh, that sounds awful. Yeah, I don't vibe with that. You read bits of it, they didn't anime. So they did do a Pokemon anime, like an older one with the character of Red and Blue, but I don't think that was based off of the Pokemon Adventures manga. I think like it was more of like an adult version of it. Like it wasn't as censored, I don't think. But I don't think that was based off of the manga. I think that was a different thing. But if I recall, I don't think I watched the full thing of that either. But I think that was quite an interesting one. I think that was just an anime based more off of the game than the previous. You remember Team Rocket uses Voltorbs as bombs. I mean, Voltorbs and their self-destruct, you can understand why you would. But like, yeah, in the Pokemon Adventures manga, like, they did like a whole thing about like Giovanni basically building Team Rocket as a way to search for his son that went missing. I'm not gonna give any further spoilers in case people want to read it, because honestly, it was a really good manga. And they like follow, so you had Red, Blue, and Green were like the people that you met for that kind of section. And then they did do a spin-off. Oh, wait. Did they do Yellow before or after Gold and Silver? There was an arc with Yellow, and Yellow was like, instead of, that was like fully an entirely different character, and that was really cool. And then you had Gold and Silver, and I think Gold was like trying to rescue Red or something. I can't fully remember, but it was a really good manga, and genuinely, like, if you enjoy just the Pokemon in general, like, I recommend reading that. That was a really good manga. I'm actually gonna have to go and check that out again at some point. But yeah, I'm getting way too much Pokemon stuff come up on my feed at the moment. I keep getting the, I don't know if you've seen him, Kirito, but the rapper that did like the Pokemon rap for the Pokemon event that occurred recently. He's done like a Team Skull and Team Yell rap, and they're really fucking good. Which, considering, like, I'm not a massive rap person, so I could also be very wrong on whether they're actually any good, but I keep getting them come up on my feed, and I'm sat there, I'm like, yeah, this is a vibe. Oh, these guys are cute. You'll look into it. You should definitely recommend. Definitely recommend. But I need to find more purple cubes rotate clockwise. Okay, interesting. I need to find more mangas to read at the moment. It's been a while since I've read any. And I don't even know, like, where to begin with them. Oh, wait, okay. I'm supposed to be moving these. I see. Oh! What? Okay, so I need to be on them. I feel like this is gonna take me a while to figure out. Oh, I see. I see. It didn't take me that long at all. I don't think, like, what was one of the last mangas or webtoons or whatever that I read? I read the real estate one. The, like, real estate developer that gets isekai'd into another world. That one was quite entertaining. Is that the last one that I read? Maybe. Gigi, thank you. I did things. Trying to think what else I've read recently. Oh, I started reading, like, the Iron-Blooded Sword Hound. What's that? Is that what it was called? But that one was also a really good one. The art in that one was really pretty. And it's like, it's one of those where MC gets treated really shit in his original life, then he reincarnates back to when he's a baby. And he's like, yeah, fuck you, I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna use knowledge of my previous life to do better and to also fuck you over. And that one was really good. And again, like, it's another one which I had to stop reading because I ran out of chapters. And then I forget they exist for ages. And this is my problem. I read them so quickly. And then I can never wait for new chapters to come out. They take so long to come out. And then I just forget they exist. And it's a problem. Because how am I supposed to read loads of mangas and finish the mangas and stuff when I forget they exist? But yeah, if people ever have any manga recommendations or anything like that, please let me know. I enjoy manga recommendations. I read pretty much everything. Or light novels. I read a lot of light novels too. Although I have been quite bad on those recently as well. Like, I've been stuck on the same light novel for a while because it's good. It's a really good one, but like, it's taking so long for stuff to happen. But then at the same time, like, it feels like loads has already happened. But I'm only on chapter like 180 of it. And there's over 1,000 chapters. And I'm sat there and like, this is gonna be a lot. But it's like a game-based one where the guy is reincarnated. Oh, lizards! The guy is reincarnated back into his past self at like the same day that an online game that is like one of those full dive ones takes the world by storm. And he's like, haha, let me use my previous life to obviously take advantage of this and be really good at the game, because he was actually really good at the game in his original life, but then he got murdered because people suck.
They've been here far longer than we have, and are more in tune with the planet's rhythms.
And it is a really good one, but again, like, I'm episode 180, but there's like, he's running a guild and all of that stuff, and there's like all of the like strategy and like the guild stuff. So I'm like, on the one side I enjoy this, but it's taking a while, and you also know that he's going to get out of everything fine, and it's kind of taking the edge off on that front. I feel like that's one of the problems of, you know, when you start reading something that's got that many chapters, there's no worry about when stuff happens, because you're just like, there's this many chapters afterwards. It's gonna be fine, you know? You feel that, or they take long as you read Hajime no Ippo, hoping it'll finally end. I can't say I've ever read Hajime no Ippo. I'm just double checking it is the one that I'm thinking of. Bear with, I'm just gonna quickly Google. Yeah, it is. It's the boxing one. That's one of those ones which, like, I feel like I probably should read it, but I don't know. The fact that it's boxing kind of makes me turn around and go, eh. But then, like, sport does so much better in anime. But I'm also sat there and like, but I literally have like no interest in boxing. But I've heard so many good things about Hajime no Ippo. So should I give it a go at some point? This is the eternal struggle. There's so much that it just becomes difficult to kind of, like, you just get decision paralysis on it. His rise is awesome as he goes from a bully to a beast. Oh, interesting. I know it's like it's one of the older ones, isn't it? Like that's more of a classic manga. You can't but prepare for so many chapters where he feels like side character. Oh, interesting. Is that just because there are characters that are more interesting than him, or because he just doesn't actually have too much story in, like, those sections? Is it more about other people's stories? You would recommend Kenichi, and you would say Gantz if it didn't have the weird, messed up PG-18. What? Kenichi's history's strongest disciple, isn't it? The mightiest disciple. You have a lot. Kenichi, who has been bullied but wishes to be strong, joins karate club upon entering senior high school. Does he become like super OP? Yeah, history strongest. Your joint favorite anime. Joint favorite with what? Wait, is Gantz the one where you like people die and then they become like a team of 4 or something and have to, I want to say they become assassins or some shit after they die, or they have to kill aliens or some shit? Is is that what I'm thinking of, or is that some other thing that I've seen something about at some point? The writers sideline him to try and build him back up. Okay. Fair. You can't answer if he becomes OP. Your other favorite is Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho is so good. I rate Yu Yu Hakusho. That is a good one. Okay, yeah, I think I've watched some Gantz, and I I did think it was really weird.
There's been more trouble from the incident yesterday. The captain of the ship is
What's the
furious,
incident?
though from what I saw, the accident was his fault. He said the creature ought to be dismantled for our safety. There were arguments for a while, but in the end, the captain's side won out. The Leviathan has been caught and taken apart.
No, not the Leviathan. Poor Leviathan. It's not his fault that people can't drive. That's the people that can't drive's fault. Gantz has this sick moment where the main character has to survive against a wave of aliens by himself in the manga only though. So, would you say the manga's worth a read then? I really feel like I'm in such a paralysis of like stuff to read at the moment because I want to read mangas, I want to read books, I also want to read light novels, and obviously there are lots of them in all of those categories that I could and should and want to read, and thus I'm like kind of torn about reading any of them, but I'm also like really struggling to just sit down and read. Like, I feel like I do everything but read lately. And if I do sit down and read, I used to be able to read books so quickly. Like, I'd sit down with a book and it would be guaranteed to be finished that day within hours. And I just can't seem to do that anymore. Which I don't know if it's because, like, you get overwhelmed with reading, but we'll also read random Dragon Ball fan-made mangas. Okay, so this is the thing, right? I get really distracted really easily, and also like sometimes I end up just sitting there reading like fan fiction and stuff. Like I won't be able to sit there and get into a really good actual physical book, but a fan fiction, for some reason, I'm there. But I feel like it's also because fan fictions tend to be a lot shorter. I don't know. It's like it's really bad because I genuinely I think recently like the only things that I've read to a state of completion, as in like as far as the chapters are released or like having read an actual completed book, the only things have been fan fictions. I've been reading so many Harry Potter fan fictions and Danny Phantom X DC Bat Family crossover fan fictions. It's actually ridiculous. Those are the only things that I've read and completed this year. I've started multiple other like light novels and actual books, and I've not finished any of them. But fan fictions, I've been devouring them, and it's problematic. He's a phantom. He is a phantom. Danny Phantom is so good. Like, it was such a good series. The fan fictions are amazing for it. And apparently Danny Phantom being adopted into the Bat Fam is just a really good it's just a really good fan fiction plot for me. I love them. They're so good. The only thing you've read to completion lately are instruction manuals. Oh, Hearn. Are they at least fun instruction manuals? Although I guess like you've said in your streams and stuff before, you're not a huge reader. Although you wish you were. It's what like it's one of those things. I always say that I'm a reader and like I do read, but I don't seem to have the attention span for reading anymore. No, they're all in French and you don't speak it. So you've not been reading them. You've been looking at the pictures? But yeah, if anyone has like any ways to get out of a book slump and like a reading slump, please tell me. Because currently it's only been fan fiction that's even got me remotely out of it. And I've got so many books that I need to read. Reading chat counts, right? Does it? Hopefully. I guess I do read that. That is something that I've been reading. You're trying to get better in reading, so you're looking at getting some more books. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, I do really enjoy reading, and I feel like people should read more, but at the same time, I can't really say anything because, like I said, I've been doing shit at reading. You need a wheel of books or something. I could... That's an option. That is an option. That is an option. Maybe I should do that. But then at the same time, what's going to happen is I'm going to start reading and then I'm not going to finish the book because I'll get distracted by something again. It's like I don't have the attention span for like anything anymore. And I don't know if that's just because I'm now getting old or what, but I have zero attention span. Like, it's a the only games that I've finished recently have been the ones that I've done on stream. Like, my poor partner, we started playing Enshrouded, and now, like, I've got distracted by other stuff, and I've not played Enshrouded with him in ages. It's like I have, like, no attention span. Have I been over there and got that? You know, streaming helps with game backlog. That is, I am hoping that it will help me with that. I originally started streaming going, I'll use streaming to actually, play the Final Fantasy XIV storyline. And then I got distracted because I got my capture card and I went, hey, let's play Jak and Daxter. I'm just so easily distracted. But I guess, like, wanting to actually complete them for the stream, it does help. Like, I finished the first Jak and Daxter. I finished Little Kitty Big City. I finished Copycat. So I guess streaming does help with the game backlog. But I feel like I also have the thing where, like, if I'm playing a game, like, I just want to play that game for a while. Which also then means that I start playing game for streaming, and then all I want to play outside of streaming is the game that I'm playing on stream. But I can't play that because I'm playing that on stream. Basically, everything just takes up too much of my attention span, and I don't have enough attention span for it. That's what I'm going with. Too many hobbies, too many things to do, not enough time, not enough energy. That's what the problem is. Is that where I came from? Did I come from there? No. That's like a zoomy bit. Have I been over here? No. We need cloning machines? Yeah! That would be really helpful. Although saying that, I guess if you have a clone, right, and they do something, do you know, like, we need cloning machines where you can then download the data from it, I guess? So that if your clone reads a book, you've got the memory of the book too. Although, I don't know, would that even work? Would that really feel like you've read the book? I don't know. I don't know whether it would achieve what we would want it to achieve. Oh, balls. That did not go very well. You honestly didn't think the idea through enough to consider. It's like the classic thing with cloning. It's like, is it really you, you know? Or does it become its own separate entity once cloned? Oh, hey, Afisa. I'm good, thank you. Yourself? I feel like I want to go down there after I've been up here. Maybe? Like, that, there are so many things to consider when it comes to cloning.
I tried my best, but they wouldn't listen. This is supposedly the safe thing to do. What's the harm of turning off faulty machinery? The sound it made as they pulled it to the ground, it did not sound very machine-like to me.
What I'm getting really, really sad about what they did to the poor thing. Oh, that's gonna send me somewhere, so I need to not do that now. Where was the emerald? There it is. Yes, I did. How are you doing? What am I... Do I think that's everything? I feel like that might be everything. Unless there's something like over here. Ah, no, I ran out of stuff. Oh, never mind, that just goes to the top of there. Okay. How did I get up there in the first place? I now can't remember. What was the way up? You're doing well? That is good to hear. The stream's going well. It's not what I was planning on playing today. This is Europa. It's just like a chill little, exploration game, I guess. We appear to be a child that's been abandoned and is maybe trying to find his granddad. I don't know, to be honest. I kind of lost track of what the story is supposed to be about. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a cute little game. Cute little game. What other games? So I've been playing Jack and Daxter recently, but the like display adapter for that decided to die today. So that's why I'm not playing it right now. I need to order a new cable. Ooh, am I gonna go to a snowy zone eventually? That'll be pretty. We like snow. Well, I mean, like, I don't really like snow in real life. I don't mind it in, like, you know, like when you go past fields and stuff and there's snow on fields and like outside of cities. Snow's nice outside of cities. It sucks in cities. You assumed that I got this game and just wanted to try it. Oh, no, I was gonna play Jack 2, but the display, yeah, the display cable is definitely gone. So I was getting no audio through from it. So I need to resolve that. And I had Europa downloaded, so... Oh! I should have guessed that that would happen if I crashed into those. Nope. But yeah, it is a game which I did have it installed to play after Jack 2. I was like, I'm gonna have a break with a chill game before I go into Jack 3. But then, you know, things didn't work, so I just went, you know what, I've got it installed. Let's give it a go. And so we have the coziness of Europa. These are new creatures. They're kind of cute. Okay. So I remember how this works. I think I want to do that. Oh, I need to get all of those. Okay. So then, if I bring this round, like so. I think I'm gonna need to bring it around like this. Because I can't take it through, so I think I need to go like the entire way around on it. So I think I now need to go like, because I don't think I can, yeah, I can't bring it the other way. So I have to go all the way around like this. Again, that's mildly irritating. Or I maybe, no, I don't think I could have. I thought your name rang a bell. And I think your name rings a bell because I think you're a bot. Yeah. Oh, wait, I just learned those are bombs. Let's not go inside of the bombs. Bombs is not advisable. Oh, this is cool. Wait, can I not... Oh! Oh no! Go... Ah! Go away! Didn't fucking see there was a turret there.
I tried my best, but they wouldn't listen. This is supposedly the safe thing to do.
Did I draw them? I did. Yay. Cute little tadpole things. Ah! I got bombed! Ah! I got bombed and shot! That didn't go well. That was not my finest moment. Oh my god! Didn't even realize that was what I just said. Definitely nearly missed out on that. That's just where it came in. It doesn't... They've introduced bombs and it's made this game difficult. It shouldn't be difficult, but I'm a dumbass and I keep turning the camera in the wrong way so I can't see the bombs. Or I'm like, yes, bomb. Avoid the bomb. Forget bomb is there, then walk into the bomb. Fishies! Gotta love little fishies. Yeah, that's how I'm supposed to do that. That makes sense. Am I gonna be able to collect the Zephyr stuff here then? Because I need to get up there? Oh wait! There's an emerald over there. Okay. How do I get up to get the emerald? Because I have no Zephyr. Or is there like a way to climb up around here? Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Do we? Oop. Okay, that blows me back in. So I can't go around like that. So how do I get up there? Or did I go in this water? It's got a blue glow, maybe this water. Oh! The water charges me up. Oh, that's really cool. That's a cool mechanic. I rate that. And then the purple mines probably deplete it because it damages me. Oh, I figure it out. Yeah. What was I even saying then? I figured it out. Look at that. I've sort of got an idea of what I'm doing. But there's not any in that bit. So, do I recharge here? Then avoid the mine so I don't lose any of my charge. I think that's what I need to do. Let's just stay out of the mine zone so I don't lose my Zephyr, and then I can get that emerald over there. See, we're figuring this out. Sometimes I have like a smart moment. The light bulb goes ding! Most of the time, it doesn't. But sometimes, oh, no. Sometimes it works. Oh, new creatures! There's squirrels! I was gonna say there were squirrels, but then like sometimes the design is weird and it turns out they're not squirrels. But hey! We saw these cute little squirrels and we got a cute little sketch of squirrels. I do... What the fuck is the squirrel doing? I'm not sure I rate that animation on them. The other one seems fine, but what is going on with this squirrel? It's just absolutely dying. Yeah, not sure that I rate that. Not sure that I rate that at all. Yeah. I don't like the fact that the turret can shoot me all the way over here. That feels unfair. Where's its power cable? Oh, it's got two! It's got two power cables! That's not fair! Oh, and it's surrounded by bloody bombs! So I gotta zoom past whilst avoiding the bombs, which, you know, that's, as it turns out, is not too bad. Um...
There's been another incident, a serious one this time down at the mines. A herd of gardeners charged through the valley just as the day's shift was ending, and they collided with the crowd. We did what we could, but some people didn't make it.
Oh. So, do we think this is caused by the gardeners, like, becoming too, like, not sentient, but too wild, as it were? Because it's said that they were acting more like their own ecology and creatures than robots. So do you think their codings like started to go weird? Or I don't know. But I kind of feel bad for the gardeners. Well, that was unfortunate. At least I landed next to a chargy spot though. That's all that matters. I'll probably like try and finish up this section and then call it quits for the rest of the stream, because it's starting to get towards that time. So yeah, I'll try and finish up this section of the stream. The fact that there's a pool there implies that maybe there's somewhere around there which I should be trying to fly. Oh, up there. Okay. I see. I see. Let's go grab that emerald. Okay. Oh, platforms and bombs? That's not a vibe. Oh! Ah! I got over jumpy. But that wasn't too bad. Will it be Jak and Daxter 2 on Thursday? It will if I get the new cable sent and it all works, it will hopefully be Jak and Daxter 2. hopefully I'll be back on that on Thursday, yeah. And then I'll probably leave this as a backup for if something happens and Jack and Daxter's not working, or I'll finish it at the end of Jack 2, whichever of those things comes first. If the cable doesn't arrive, then it will probably be this on Thursday. Or maybe some Final Fantasy. But I feel like because I've started this, I should probably prioritize finishing this. Unlike the bits where... Is there somewhere to recharge? Because I am quite enjoying this. This is a cute little game. I rate it. So yeah. It would depend on what goes right, I guess. But it'll either be Jack 2 or this game on Thursday. We'll see. We'll see what the technology gods say. I say the technology gods. We'll see what Amazon says. No, that's not what I meant to press. Let's just recharge. What am I sketching? Oh! It let me... It didn't let me sketch these before. Oh wait, no. I was trying to sketch butterflies, not these. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Although I guess we already knew that. When do I ever know what I'm doing? But yeah, if anyone's got this on their wish list and is debating on whether it's going to be worth it, I would say it's been quite worth it. Obviously, like, I've chatted over a lot of the cutscenes and stuff, but I have been enjoying the very nice chill nature of this game. And it is a pretty game. Do I keep pressing the wrong button to glide after those? Or is it just not working once you've got shot? / lasered. / electrocuted. Words. The game is a vibe. This and lo-fi would be an insane combo. Yeah! Like, it's definitely giving that just, like, chill, calming kind of energy, you know? I definitely rate it. And I'm glad I did make the purchase for it. And I definitely think that the artist for it, for both the gameplay and like the little sketches and stuff, I really rate it.
The most distressing thing is we can't identify what caused the stampede. It came at the worst possible moment, almost like an attack. Could the gardeners be turning hostile?
Oh no.
I pray it's not so.
I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the idea of the gardeners turning hostile. Ah, so there's gonna be like an element of you have to platform onto these to open some of the doors? Okay. You definitely got some like interesting different elements to this game. Yeah, I didn't see that one over there. Sneaky. It wasn't sneaky, I'm just blind. can I not? I didn't even need to climb on top of it. I could have just pressed the button to interact with it. Not my finest moment there. Not my finest moment. Okay. Let me try and figure out this. Oh, camera angles. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I just did it wrong. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Can I get up there? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. And it's a drop downy bit. Okay. Okay. I guess that is a good point to end it. I'm gonna finish off the stream here. So thank you very much to everyone that has joined. It is greatly appreciated. I do appreciate the fact that you guys give up some of your time or like, you know, have me on in the background as noise or whatever. Thank you very much for you know, giving me some of your energy, time, personage. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you've all enjoyed the impromptu Europa stream. I certainly have. As I mentioned earlier, hopefully I will be back on Jack 2 on Thursday. I'll be ordering a new cable and stuff, and hopefully that will resolve the problem and we can go back to streaming Jack 2.